Hello everybody, this is HD Shaves here. I'm back with another video. Hope this finds you well and in good spirits. So today we have some new old products, which I feel like showcasing new things in my videos has not been as common as of late. So if you're interested in learning about some old shaving products, then this video will be for you. However, before we begin, I must first share something really kind and special that happened. So yesterday I got home and I had a box waiting for me from Sterling Soap Company, and I said, that's weird. I didn't make an order with them. I'm trying not to buy anything this year, so I wonder what this is all about. So I open up the box, I see this inside, and I say, okay, interesting. Maybe Rod of Sterling is trying to buy my affection with a nice bracelet or something like that. However, if you turn the box the other way, you're not going to be able to see that too well, but it is the Zenith R Wet Shaving Sub-Exclusive Brush. They've been working on this for a long time, and I didn't buy one, and somebody was smart enough, kind enough to say, I'm going to buy you one anyway. So thank you very much to that person. If I can get the top off, I'm going to show you what the brush looks like. Comes in a nicely wrapped deal like this. And here is this chunker of a brush. Man, it is really wedged in there. Okay, there we go. Looking up at it now, I can see maybe one black hair, but here is the brush. So cool. 31 millimeter Zenith knot. I'm not sure about the loft. I won't be using this today, but I just had to acknowledge and say thank you very much to the person that sent this to me. I don't know for sure who it is, but I have a good idea. I'm going to put a video up probably in a couple days about how I break in bore brushes. I have a little bit of experience with that, and I think the public might be interested in learning. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, what's this new old stuff we're using today? Coates shaving grid. This stuff is old. It's not made anymore. I really think if you did a survey of who owns the last remaining tubes of this in the world, you would find that several individuals have dozens and dozens of tubes of this stuff. So you might say it's a little bit of a cult, but this was sent to me by somebody who tried it, decided it wasn't for them, passed it along, and I'll be talking about that. And the other new thing is this razor. I've owned this razor forever, like over a year, and I never posted a video with it. Terrible. I think, yeah, shout out to Dave in Kentucky. He was talking to me about how he really liked shaving with these open comb Aristocrats. So this is the original twist to open razor from Gillette. This was released in 1934. You know it's the 34 model and not the 36 model, which looks very similar because this one, the 34, has the patent info. That's what the top looks like there. And what do you know? It is a twist to open. The doors are a little slow to open, but all things considered, this is in great shape. Made in the USA. And the 34 case is a leather one, and the 36 case is a metal one. So I have a mismatched case, and then I have the 36 case. But if anybody would like to trade, would be happy to send you the 36. Perhaps you have a 34. We're going to load in a Personna Med Prep, and it is cool to shave with a piece of history, as always, but especially with this one because it was the first twist to open that Gillette ever made. I'm not sure if it was the first twist to open ever, but that's what we'll be using today. Finally, some Irisch Moos aftershave, but you've seen that before, and the Yaqi rainbow brush, which I'm sure you're sick of seeing at this point, but that has really become my go-to synthetic and just my go-to in general. If I'm ever trying out a new soap or cream, I'm just really comfortable with this brush, and I think it works great, and so I want to be as objective as possible when reviewing stuff like this. So it is here are the ingredients of the cream, if you want to pause and take a look at that. It's a vegan base, stearic acid, coconut acid, fragrance. Not much going on here. Pretty limited recipe, probably not expensive to make. And with creams, I always do way more than what Mantic59 said in his original video. He says to use like 1 almond size amount. I try to go for maybe 3 almond size amounts and just kind of put it all around. It's supposed to be sandalwood. It's definitely not the sort of rich, creamy sandalwoods from like Parasso and stuff like that. It's a little more soapy. Perhaps it's sort of like Taylorville Bond Street, where it's really more of a fougere. So we've got a pretty dry brush here. And let's see if we can start building a lather. Okay, that's too dry, so let's add some water. And my impressions with this cream, use it a few times this week, is that it's good. Well, maybe it's not even good. It's okay. It gets the job done. I could maybe see using it for travel. Because the tube is it's 50 mils, right? So that definitely works. But yeah, it's not a tremendous product by any means. It's not worth trying to find on weird old shaving forums. And it was made in England, so you don't need to go look at weird British shaving forums to see if somebody has it. But it is serviceable, and that's basically all there is to it. Gonna continue to add some water here. Try not to add too much at once with these synthetic creams. Don't want to overwhelm it. And this is not one of those products where as you continue to add water, it somehow, the structure, the volume greatly increases. It'll just get thinner and thinner. But the point is, I don't want it to be, I'd rather have it kind of translucent than thick and pasty. But, so it's a little misleading, I guess. In that it's not going to look great. I think no matter what you do, honestly. But definitely cool to try. Like I said, I think maybe back in the day, this was a little more important. But figured why not add a discontinued cream to use with this razor that is certainly discontinued. Okay. We're going to start there. Again, I know it doesn't look great, but it will get the job done. Today we are wearing, get my hands a little cleaned up first, we are wearing the People's Music School shirt, and this is a fantastic nonprofit music school we have here in Chicago. I don't work there, but I know several people who do. And it's, well, let's start shaving. I'll keep talking about it. So 1934 Gillette Aristocrat, first pass, and we're going to try to use a light touch because this is kind of, we're going to clear this one up a little bit. This razor has definitely some blade feel to it, but I feel like it's honest about what it's giving you, if that makes sense. So the People's Music School, it's a non-profit here in Chicago, and they mostly do after-school type things in and with Chicago Public School students. And as time has gone on, more and more schools have cut music programs entirely from their school programs, or they make it sort of a after-school volunteer type thing. And so especially nowadays, I feel like this kind of program is very much needed here. Additionally, it does remove a little bit of the financial barrier that could come from learning an instrument, because if your school is not giving you an instrument to play in the band, and then you want to learn it on your own, and your school doesn't provide that for you, well, how can you get, an alto saxophone, which is my roundabout way of saying that this school, you don't have to pay for anything. They give you the instruments, they give you the instruction, they give you the performance opportunities, and it's just really great. It's been around for a long time, and they survive, or I should say they thrive, thanks to donors and also grants that they receive from the state and that sort of thing. So I would encourage you to look up the People's Music School, learn a little about their history. It's definitely a cool thing that they have going on. So like I said, this razor is a little aggressive. I think just maintaining light pressure is a good point. Great, so that was the first pass. We'll rinse and come back for pass number 2 in just a moment. Pass number 2 with Coate, Sandalwood. Aristocrat second pass across the grain mostly. For this pass, I'll give you the weather update, which is it really warmed up. It's been over freezing, I think, almost every day this week. And it's a beautiful day out there at the moment, sunny. Went out for a morning run, and it was actually a little bit hot by the end of the run because of the layers I was wearing, and didn't think it would be that sunny. Yesterday we got some rain, but I don't mind the rain if I know that I'm going to have such a beautiful day like today the following day, right? So people are kind of doing that joking thing of, is winter over? Is this it for us? It's definitely not over. I'm sure it'll get frigid once again, and I'm sure we'll get, more snow, but it has been surprisingly mild so far this year. I've never heard a real glowing review of this razor. Also never heard anybody call it super smooth. But I can see where if you practice with it, you can get to a point to where you're okay with it and it doesn't really mess you up or anything. Okay, good. Second pass done, rinse, and come back for final third pass. Third pass with Coates. I think especially during a third pass, you shouldn't worry about how the lather really looks. You just want to make sure that it's not pasty at all. Make sure that your brush is moving through, easily, smoothly, quickly. I went and added a little more water. And again, I'm not worried about building it up at this point. I'm just making sure that it's not going to make the razor stick, right? This is a little harsh going against the grain, maybe more so than the other passes, so I'm going to really try to be light with my touch. I've been having kind of a challenging start to the week, just thinking about life and career things, and things really turned around just in a matter of 24 hours. So I received some very kind gifts from my shaving friends, right? And that's always a nice pick-me-up. And additionally, I am feeling more optimistic about some career things. And yeah, I'm really pleased about that. So if you all are currently experiencing a slew of bad news, I hope that you get some good news soon. Those things seem to have a way of leveling out, whether it's karma or yin and yang or whatever. That's always been the experience in my life. Again, going really, really lightly here. Suppose I could be doing shorter strokes and not buffing as much, but I feel like it's pretty safe to buff with this razor and shaving cream. It's not the best, but it's okay. Okay, we're going to call it there, and very excited to share some Irisch Moos aftershave with you, so stay tuned. Right, let's go with the Irisch Moos, Sir Irisch Moos. I wondered if it was capitalized SIR on purpose, if that stood for something, but upon further research, it seems like it just literally means Sir, which seems very fitting to be part of the branding for this scent. This alcohol, this splash has not much more than alcohol, fragrance, a little glycerin, but actually not much of a burn. I wish I had the box right in front of me. I could tell you the order, but I think alcohol has to be pretty high up on there. So you can still get the aftershave and eau de toilette from a number of sources. It seems probably they're still making it, but the shaving soap stick, that's what you can't find anymore. So if you want to just try the scent, it's really not a bad commercial option. It's definitely got that mossy green, kind of old man smell. So we usually like that here. Okay, good. Let's do a final recap then. We use the Irisch Moos, we use Coate's Sandalwood. It kind of gets the job done. that's where I'll end. This is my opinion, since I was kind of like, yeah, it's good, it's not that good. It gets the job done, kind of. We'll add that on the end. The Yaqi Rainbow Synthetic, I'm so sorry you've seen it so much, but you're gonna get to look forward to seeing this brush all the time, because now that it's been gifted to me, I feel an extra sense of obligation to use it all the time, which is maybe why I didn't buy it in the first place. I didn't want to. Interesting. I'm going to have to reflect on that. So here's the Aristocrat 1934. Cool little piece of history, and and definitely glad to have it and know that it is good to shave. I will say objectively that this is good to shave with, whereas the cream, maybe. Okay, thank you all so much if you made it this far in the video. This has been HD Shaves. Take care. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye.